I came to Tiruvannamalai for a search of peace and quiet because I lost my parents in an accident when I was 21 years old. And that time I have seen children were very often begging in the streets because of too much European coming here, and begging industry was so much there. So I started to pick up 4 children from the begging in front of ashram, and I started to work with these children. In India in 1993 there was a huge earthquake, around 40,000 people died, and when I heard this, I went immediately to this place. I started to work with the children to make them laugh, and because they just lost the parents in a few minutes. They never know what has happened to them. So I started to work for these children, and every time we started to look at children. For example, this place where we are sitting, it's a project of Alaigal, and these are children who are exploited, either by for economical reason, or for some are trafficked victims, and some are sold by their own parents, and such children. In all our children projects, the children are taken care in a we cannot replace a family, but we try to give them as close as possible a family. Like each house has 18 to 20 children, and a mother, and a kitchen is there, a cook and who cooks, and children try to give them as much as close. But of course we cannot replace a family affection and love and other things. We are trying to provide the best to the children, especially on the psychological needs. Mainly children from Alaigal or from a Maya HIV positive. These are children who have a lot of psychological, emotional sufferings. To bring them out, the arts and theaters and the creativity they bring out, and of course, very often we had also some problems with children who have no one. Very often they have a tendency of self-injuring themselves or suicide. I think this emotional outcome, to bring them out with theater, with play, with laugh, and with sort of joys, I think this brings so much support to their psychological needs and emotional, to make their balance. So today we reach around in Tiruvannamalai we have totally around 720 children, and out of it around 345 children are living in our children home, normal children, and remaining other children are special need children, mainly mentally retarded and mentally handicapped children. I hope, and I'm really convinced that I think this organization TDH gives good support to the most needy children of Tiruvannamalai place. Mainly my project of HIV positive children, Maya Home. These are completely children who have no one. The parents died out of virus, HIV virus, AIDS, and they are completely abandoned. And the social stigma in Tamil Nadu and in India is not recognizing the child with HIV positive. And for me, the child has not made any crime. Is it a child made a crime, or is it a child made any problem to get a virus? I think, and why should these children need to be neglected? So I think one of the project we have for these children is really motivating me to work more and more for the children. But we have so many other projects, like we have totally around 21 projects in Tamil Nadu, in various parts of Tamil Nadu, not only in Tiruvannamalai. And we reaches around 2,167 children through 21 projects. It's not that I have done it. Maybe I have just seeded, put a small seed, and with the help of so many committed staff and committed people who work for children, and this organization has came up with so much of with helping children. But one thing I can be very proud, the initiative, the mission I started in 1991 to taking care of 4 begging children. Today I can be 100% assured, or not 100%, I cannot say always 100%, but at least 98 to 99% that you don't find a child begging in a place like Tiruvannamalai town. This is something I feel which gives so much of happiness and energy for me to work for more and more. Because especially Tiruvannamalai town is a high touristic town where every full moon day you see a population of around 1 million population going around the Arunachala mountain, and during the season of between September to February we find thousands and thousands of Europeans coming here, and as a touristic city anywhere in India you see lot of child exploitation and child begging takes place. But what we are happy is with our continuous effort of last 16 years, today we can talk about that almost we don't have child begging in Tiruvannamalai town. Even if we found it, within the system what we develop, the help we get from the community, from the people, immediately if a child comes into the street for a begging, within 1 hour we are informed by the community, by the public, by a people that there is a child begging, please do something. I feel this is a quite good success of our work and recognition of